Hello everybody, welcome to another edition of the In the Ring Show with your host, Devious Damien. Now, before I get into my thoughts for Raw tonight, check out my other channel, Devious Damien 607. I do, video game playthroughs, I do movie reviews, and other different topics on that channel. And I'll put the name of the channel in the description box below. So anyway, tonight's Raw was an epic failure. I don't even know what to say. The whole Ryback and Jack Swagger thing, I'm not really sure what that was supposed to accomplish. We get that Ryback's dominant, and you didn't even have Ryback really win a match. You just kind of had him beat up Jack Swagger for a couple minutes. Swagger got some offense in, but it's just, I don't know. I thought the whole thing was pointless. And then Heath Slater versus Rikishi. It was kind of cool to see Rikishi, but of all the guys they could pick to bring back, I feel they're missing the boat with, the guys they are bringing back. And the whole thing with AJ and Daniel Bryan tonight, I have no clue where they're going with this. I'm not even sure I want to know anymore. I just wish they'd fucking quit it. Jericho and Dolph Ziggler, where are they going with this? And what I don't get is the crowd is behind Dolph Ziggler. He got a huge pop last night. We want Ziggler chance. Turn him babyface already. And I don't know. I just don't understand half the shit that happened on Raw tonight. Excuse me, it was all filler. Nothing good about it whatsoever. John Cena versus CM Punk next week. I have a bad feeling that Cena's going to win, and it's going to be Cena versus Rock at SummerSlam for the WWE title. And then we're going to get Triple H versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Which, I don't know, whatever. All I know is this 1000th Raw, had better deliver. Because the past few Raws have not delivered at all. And they're going to this new 3-hour format starting next week. So, my question is this. How do they expect to fill a 3-hour show with watchable content when they have enough trouble putting 2 hours together of watchable programming? How are you going to do it, WWE? You should. You know what you should? I know you won't do it, WWE. You fucking won't do it because you got your head up so far up your fucking ass that you don't know what the fuck you're doing. I'd love to meet your writing staff and tell them they're all a bunch of incompetent jackasses who can't write a decent show to save their life. I bet you me and a few other fans out in the WWE universe, as you like to call us, we could write a better show than half the shit you're putting on right now. But this 3-hour Raw, if I could be booking Raw, I would take the 3-hour format and I would actually use that extra hour as an opportunity to showcase people who don't get showcased. Yoshi Tatsu, Zack Ryder, Alex Riley, and that's just to name a few. Speaking of Zack Ryder, tonight we saw the return of Rey Mysterio, and boy did the WWE miss the boat on that. Not only should he have come back last night, but okay, maybe I could kind of let that one slide. But then you bring him back tonight, and you don't even have Rey cost Alberto Del Rio the match against Zack Ryder. You should have had him distract Del Rio. Zack Ryder wins. But instead, you don't even book that. You just book him to come out and knock Alberto Del Rio onto the fucking rope and give him the 619, like we haven't seen him do that 10,000 fucking times before. Del Rio versus Rey Mysterio. How many times have we seen this shit now? Can I get some originality here, WWE? Granted, yes, Ziggler and Jericho, that's something we haven't seen before. I commend you for that, but at the same time, It just seems kind of random. And I'm scratching my head, WWE, like, I'm just... because you seem to be poised to turn Dolph Ziggler face, and it would make sense to do so. Have you heard the reactions he's been getting as of late? But instead, what do? You seem to want to turn Jericho babyface. And while I'm not saying that Chris Jericho is the worst babyface in the world, it makes very little sense considering the reactions that Dolph Ziggler has been getting as of late. Makes no sense whatsoever. And another thing that didn't make sense tonight. How is it that the primetime players were still the #1 contenders when they lost the match last night? To Epico and Primo. Yet they still get a title shot tonight after losing last night. What sense does that make? Seriously, what fucking sense does that goddamn make? And furthermore, speaking of shit that makes no goddamn sense, when you've got Raw and SmackDown guys just appearing on whatever show they fucking feel like appearing on, there's no point in having a WWE Championship, any World Heavyweight Championship. In fact, if anything, you know what you should do? You should relaunch WCW, Vince. Since you own the rights to it, relaunch WCW. And here's another idea, Vince. Don't appear on the fucking show. Either put Stephanie as the figurehead or bring back your son Shane and run a storyline where they bought it back from you and they're the ones in charge of it. And you stay off the show. The only thing you do is you sign the paychecks. That's it. And what do you do for the championships? You send the World Heavyweight Championship back over there. Make that the WCW Championship. Send the United States title over there. Then make a WCW WCW Tag Team Championship, and that's it. And there you go. And actually present. Don't do what you did with ECW. Don't just present it as another WWE product. Try to make WCW appear as a completely separate promotion, a completely separate product. And here's what you do. You come up with a way to, I don't know, come up with some way to like strip Sheamus of the belt or something. And then, bring up guys from FCW or something. Or bring back guys who, have been injured and out for a while, and you'll make it seem like they've signed with WCW. Bring guys in who we either have not not seen before, or B, have not seen for quite some time, and we'll be like, oh shit, these guys are in WCW. I mean, don't just have WWE guys going over to WCW. Make it seem like a separate promotion, Vince. I know you won't do it, but I'm just saying I think you should. But, I know you're just going to look at me and be like, oh, what does he know? He's just a wrestling fan. Vince, you and your guys who are writing are clueless. You don't know what us fans want to see. You don't have a clue. Raw was shit. You know what my favorite Raw moment is? When Raw puts on a decent fucking show for a change. What were your thoughts? So, anyway, to all my viewers, what were your thoughts about Raw? Thoughts about this video? Subscribe, like the video, and comment down below. Down there, comments. For this edition of the In the Ring Show, this is Devious Damien signing out. Good night, everybody.